I use the x's because what's the statement of the general linear system problem? What was the general, or excuse me, non-singular linear system problem? It was like this, right? But really, this vector was the set of, if we looked back, it was the set of scalar coefficients on the corresponding terms from the quadratic function that describes the falling of a ball, right? So in this case, what do we actually know about this model? Well, this is going to be negative 4.9 times t squared plus 29.4 times t minus 41.1. And then one of the things that I did in the... So right? Yeah, oh, sorry. But look at how I wrote it, though. So I guess I should be a little careful. This is A0 plus A1t plus A2t squared. And then I agree with you. This is negative 41.1 plus 29.4t plus negative 4.9 t squared. And then what do you know about addition in the space of scalars? Addition is commutative, so now I can actually switch the order around. I was a little bit fast there, sorry about that. Say you're not forgiven. All right, and then I can actually factor this out. So, you know, this was a really silly, you can now see exactly how I I think that should be a minus, right? What was the model that I used to generate this data? This was not an actual scientific experiment, right? This is called fabricated science. Right? So guess what I did when I generated this data? Guess how I did this? I said, I'm going to drop a ball from 3 meters high, and I'm going to start the drop at 3 seconds, and I know the coefficient of gravity is negative 4.9, and then I'll just sample this at 3 seconds, 3.3, 3.6, right? It's not quite science in the sense that I'm using an algorithmic or a mathematical model to describe something much deeper. But the point of the matter, though, is in the early stages, you can now extrapolate how Newton got, or how we got the acceleration due to gravity, right? We just dropped a ball, we somehow measure the height and timestamp. Claim, if I'm looking for 3 coefficients, what do you think if I only collect 3 data points? What do you think about that design, experimental design? Would you hire me? Why not? Or in particular, the data that I collect probably has errors, right? So if I only have 3 data points, those errors are going to skew them. How many data would be really, really nice to collect? As many as you can, right? If we only collect 3 and we want 3 and the data is non-redundant, we call that non-singular linear systems. If we collect 100 and we want 3, do you know what we call that? Least squares. Least squares. Least squares. Yeah, and we'll get into that.